Hey everybody, this is Alex Merced, and this is another video in my AI productivity course here on YouTube. And if you have been enjoying this series, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And then this video, what I want to do is talk about two things: MCP and skills. So these are sort of two standard protocols that mainly came out of Anthropic. Anthropic are the people who create Claude. Now, these are standards of how to extend the functionality of the AI tool. Okay, now all AI tools support MCP and skills, but a lot do, and a growing number does. I won't spend too much time on MCP, but MCP essentially is the idea that you can create, or others can create, external servers that you can connect your AI interface to, which is a chatbot or some other piece of software, whatever interface you're interacting with your AI agent, and it can connect to this server and have the ability to do things like send emails on your behalf or update your Twitter account or things like this. So generally when it comes to like MCP, there's a world of MCP servers out there, and basically there's two ways to set them up. So I'll show you in ChatGPT and Claude because those are going to be the main ones that support it. But basically you would go to your settings, and essentially MCP is going to be set up through, I think, either capabilities or connectors. Let's double check. Okay. With their skills, we'll come back to that. Okay, memory, code execution, no, it's 20 connectors. Okay, and then you basically should add a custom connector. And then, yeah, there you go. You put the name of the thing you're adding a connector to, and the URL of that MCP server. Okay, and there's plenty of MCP servers online. You may need to authenticate, so then you would add your authentication information here. And then now that MCP server would show up as a thing you can use during the chat. Now there's some that are built in. Okay, so again, you have like Google Drive, Google Calendar. These will allow Claude to work with those pretty much directly. But again, there's a whole world of like custom connectors out there as well, or custom MCP servers. And again, I find them more useful when you're using these chat interfaces, because these chat interfaces, they don't naturally have the ability to like work with like files or your computer or anything like that. Okay, so in that case, to do things, you need to kind of give them access to other computers to do the things. Okay, across your sort of online accounts. Then in ChatGPT, okay, what you would do is you would go to your settings. So you click all the way down here. Okay, and you would go to your settings. And under your settings, there is apps. Okay, as you can see, I have a Dremio MCP server. That's one we use for work. But what you would want to do is you want to turn on developer mode. Okay, you would turn on developer mode, and then that's where you can then actually add custom. So for example, if I were to turn on developer mode right now, see now it enables the ability to create an app, and I would click create app. And again, similar to before, I put the MCP URL and the authentication information, and then now it becomes a thing I can use in a new chat. And again, imagine that you have like a ZenGrid or some sort of mailing service MCP server. You'd be able to say, hey, can you send these emails to these people? And they would be able to send those emails on your behalf. So let me turn off developer mode. So that is MCP. Okay, there's a whole world of MCP servers out there, directories of MCP servers, so you can find ones that do the things you want them to do. I don't use them as much with like AI coding tools, which we haven't covered yet. But generally with AI coding tools, because they can actually just write the code on your computer, I'm generally going to prefer skills, because then with skills, I can just provide it the information it needs to code the thing, and it'll just code it. Okay, now skills. Let's talk about skills. Skills is another way to add functionality. Now, what this is more like a recipe. So you're not connecting it to some external server that does things on your behalf. What you're doing is you're saying, hey, you are already able to do X, Y, and Z with whatever capabilities you currently have. I'm just going to give you the exact order of things I want you to do, so you can do it, repeat in a way that I can repeat. Okay. So let's give you an example. Let's actually create so I have several different skills that I've already created, but what I would do is, again, you go to Claude settings and you go to capabilities, and then I would click add. And then you say create with Claude. So that way Claude can kind of guide you. So what it's going to do is going to load up a special version of the Claude chat that's already primed, ready to go to help you create a skill. So you leave that first line in there, and you say, hey, you tell it sort of what is the thing you want to build. and you want to be detailed. The idea here is to, like, for example, we've talked about writing a blog, and in that writing the blog, you say, hey, you know what? I want to attach this outline. I want to attach this writing style guide. And then, you might, for a research paper, you might decide, hey, I want to do a deep research first. Then I'll pass in the writing style guide. Then I'll have it write an outline for a blog. Then I'll have it actually write the blog. Um, and again, that takes you several sort of prompts that can take you, let's say, half an hour to get done. With a skill, what you can do is you can say, hey, I already know what steps I'm going to take. So let me just detail the steps I'm going to take. So that way next time I can just say, do it, and then I can go move on to do something else. Okay, so I want to say, hey, I want a skill that can write blogs for me. When I say, write me a blog on topic X, it should do a deep research on topic X, then put together an accessible and SEO optimized outline for the content, then write a 800 to 1200 word blog from that outline as a markdown file. Okay, and I'll leave it at that. Use the attached writing style guide for writing the content, and that's it. So then I'll attach the writing style guide. Okay, documents, contexts. Cool. So there's that, and then I just hit enter. Now what's going to happen is that Claude, this particular Claude is going to go then look up, because this particular chat is going to have the skill to look up how to create skills. Okay. So as you see, it detects the reading skill or the skill creator documentation. Now it's going to go figure out, like, hey, how do you write a skill? Then it's actually going to create the skill, and then once it's done creating it, it's actually going to give you a button where you can just add it, and then you can just, now it's just there. Okay, so you see it's putting it together. It's actually right, and basically all writing a skill is it's a markdown file. So instead of like a whole server like MCP servers, it's just a file that says, hey, there's this skill you have. Here's the description of the skill, so that way the AI knows when it should use it. And then when it uses it, it would then read the contents that have all the details of how to do the thing you want it to do. Okay, some skills are just basically providing documentation and knowledge for specific tasks. For example, I created like a Dremio skill for AI coding agents. And really what it does is just delivers all the Dremio documentation and guidance on when to use like different Python libraries and whatnot. So essentially, the AI agent is still going to go take these Python libraries and go write code on its own, but now it has a clear idea of like, hey, where's the documentation? What are some best practices? So it does it more effectively, quicker. Okay, and again, this could be for anything. So, if you have a particular way you want to do anything, and like, hey, they usually have to kind of wrestle with the AI interface to kind of get it to do it the way I want it to do it. You can create a skill that just outlines the way you want things done, so that way when you ask it to do it, it just does it the way you want. Okay, and so you see it's kind of almost getting it done. Okay, so it's kind of just detailing all the details of this whole process. And again, it's probably factoring in things that it knows about me, since all the times I've used Claude in the past, because all of these, particularly like Claude and ChatGPT and Gemini, are going to have more and more personalized memory where they kind of remember things across conversations. Okay, and then there it is. And so you see this little button here called Copy to Your Skills. And there we go. copied to your skills. Okay, so now I can use it. So I can now open up a new chat and just say, write me a blog on the difference between MCP, model context protocol, that's like, hey, having the external servers to give the AI more functionality, and agent skills. Okay, what are they? When would I use one over the other? And how do I use them? And which tools support them? More specifically, which AI tools support them? So there's a topic. Now it's going to pick up, I said, write me a blog, and it's going to just use the skill that I added. So let's take a look, see if it detects a skill. I'll create a comprehensive blog post, searching the web. Oh, in this case, it did not detect the skill. Oh, wait, nope. There it is, blog writer skill. It picked up on it. Okay, so now it's going to go read the skill and then go through all the steps. Reading the blog writer skill to follow best practices, reading the writing style guide. So you see it's doing exactly what I wanted. And instead of me having to do reattach the writing style guide, instead of me having to kind of guide it through doing the deep research, this is different than creating like a custom GPT, because in a custom GPT, I can't necessarily really tell it the exact steps it should do a thing. I can just provide it context as I give it directions ahead of time. So there's just different ways depending on what the task is you're doing. Okay, and it's already pretty much getting there to the end already. But yeah, that's how you would use agent, how you would use an agent, skills inside of Claude. You can also use skills right now. I think Claude is the only chat one that uses skills, but you can use skills in pretty much most of the coding tools. Okay, so I use it a lot in anti-gravity, Claude Code, things that we'll cover in later videos. So I'll see you all later. Have a great day and enjoy.